பார்க்குறது முடியாது மேம். வேணால் ஒரு மீட்டில் ஒரு மொபைலை கனெக்ட் பண்ணி வச்சு அந்த இந்த பின்னாடி பார்த்துருக்கேன்.
Hello everyone, once again I'm extremely sorry for that there was some technical issue. So I just now share my screen and please let me know if it's visible. So is my screen, is the presentation visible to everyone? Yes. Hello? Now are my slides visible to everyone? Okay, thank you. So I'll start with my presentation. First of all, thank you for having me here and the topic on sustainability, catalyst for innovation. So basically today I'm going to talk about the topic in two different parts. So the first part is about, I will talk more about the sustainability strategy, the development part, how the sustainability concept is started within the company, and then in the second part I will focus more on how these strategies, how these laws and rules kind of act as a catalyst for us to think innovatively and to come up with some solutions. So before I start with my presentation, I would like to give you an introduction about the company. So before, a few minutes before it was, yes? Okay. Okay, the meeting is opened. Okay. Is it visible now? Not visible? Okay. Is this slide visible now? Okay. Perfect. So yes, so I was talking about what I'll be covering today. So in the first part I'll talk more about the strategy, and the second part I will talk about the implementation and the projects which we run in our company. So before starting, I would like you to have a brief introduction about the benefits. So here is a small video. about the company. So it's an IT-based company, and we have approximately 70,000 customers. We have more than 10,000 products which we are selling, and per day we send across 12,000 parcels from our warehouses. So now I start with the part one of the presentation. So actually sustainability strategy, we created this strategy and we want to achieve our goals by 2030. We want to become net zero carbon emissions by 2030. But the journey was not so easy. It all started in 2011 with the sustainability circle. And then gradually, year by year, it was developed further. In 2013, we got the sustainability code. In 2015, we got the first sustainability report. A lot of you may have heard about the term corporate social responsibility. So this all sustainability concept started with CSR actually. But year by year, it's changing its forms. Then in 2017, there was a non-financial group statement. In 2021, there are some GRI standards about which I will talk more in my upcoming slides. So now we have to follow GRI standards in giving our sustainability reports. In 2021, we further implemented a sustainability management entire unit within a company with proper hierarchy and system. We also got our sustainability strategy in 2030, and in 2022, we came up with climate protection strategy. But this is not the end, because we have already received some new rules, and by 2024, we have to come up with a new sustainability reporting, and it will be something which has to be linked along with the financial statements, because it has been realized and identified by everyone that sustainability is getting more and more bigger, wider, more important, and it is getting more and more linked to the cost, because the companies pay carbon taxes. And that is why you may have heard about the term financial accounting in your bachelor's. Now something called as carbon accounting is about to come. And that is why from the next year, 2024 onwards, these sustainability reports are going to merge with financial reports, and that will be the new structure of the sustainability reporting. So this is what is the development of the sustainability reporting in the past few years, and this is not just for Bachelor, it is applicable for all the companies who come under the same criteria as Bachelor. So now we have a proper hierarchy. In the starting, a lot of doubts were there that do we need someone full-time to be working on these topics? But yes, we have proved that we have so much to do in this area, and we really need a hierarchy for it. We really need a lot of people and a lot of supporters for this particular topic. So in this way, now we have a hierarchy of the core team, and we have a community of people who are supporting us in different directions, because Bachelor is located in 14 different countries, so we need supporters from every location, and we need experts from every location who can not only generate ideas, who can not only support us, who can also support us in implementation and achievement of the sustainability goals. So, and here come the GRI standards which I mentioned about before. So, what is GRI standard? So, GRI is Global Reporting Initiative. So basically, these are divided into different topics, as you see here: environment, social affairs, society, employees, and compliance. And then these topics are further divided into different material topics. Now, every material topic has a GRI aspect. GRI aspect means it has some formula inside. For example, here let's take example of environment, logistics and packaging, GRI 301 materials. That means, now there is a formula for this particular GRI 301. So what is the total amount of material we are using for packaging? And out of this, how much amount of material is made up of recycled materials? So let's suppose in this year we have 10% of material is made up of recycled. Now every year we have to keep improving this particular GRI to show that yes, we are getting better year by year. So this is how GRI standards have created different kinds of aspects. Every GRI aspect has kind of formulas, and these formulas, the values are generated by us in the warehouse or in the logistics sector during the operations work. So this is about these are the values are usually reported in the sustainability reporting. Now, how do we do that? So, as I mentioned in the starting, we had just sustainability code. So, sustainability code, when we did this topic come under sustainability, was quite vague. Then we made clusters. Okay, these all topics come under people, then digital future, then ethical, environment, and this is how we try to identify the clusters, the major clusters that come in the sustainability code. What we did with them, we further created important areas of action. So now we have 4 areas of action. One is the ethical economy. So this has a lot to do with the suppliers, the human rights. For example, you may have seen that Foxconn is here in India. It is one of the manufacturers for Apple. So now we have, Apple is a nice product, beautiful product. People who have a lot of money can buy it, but how the Apple is taking care of the people at the end of its supplier which is working there. Are they taking care of them? Now the companies are answerable even for the treatment of the people who are working in their entire value chain. So ethical economy is to focus on the human rights, supply code of conduct, and to see that every employee working in the supply chain, his or her human rights are not violated. Next is the environment. Environment is, you may have heard of carbon emissions and environment-friendly logistics and packaging. So this is my topic. I mean, in logistics and transportation, we have a lot to do with environment. I will talk more about it in our upcoming slides. In people, we focus on diversity, we focus on inclusivity, we focus on multiple topics related to training, employee development, employer attractiveness. So these are the topics which needs to be considered under people category. Digital future means we focus on implementation of disruptive technologies, more innovations that can enhance the sustainability and provide more sustainable solutions from digital perspective. So these are the 4 major areas of action which we identified. Now I will go further deep into the environment area of section to give you more better understanding how it functions. So this, in environment, the focus is really the environment and the resources which we consume, how it is being consumed, and how we can reduce the impact which is being created by this. So now, in every areas of action, we further break it down into different focus themes. So now here we have 3 focus themes. But on the left side, you can also see 3 blocks. It's yellow, brown, and green. 7, 12, 80, 13. You must be wondering what is this. If you are not aware of, I can tell you, these are the Sustainable Development Goals created by United Nations. United Nations have created 17 as goals, and we all can align our individual goals, our organizational goals, our departmental goals with one of these or 2 of these or 3 of these, whichever suits your requirement. We can align our goals with these SDG goals and we can work in this direction. There is a goal also based on the quality of education. Every educational institute can also align themselves with one of the SDGs and can say that we are sustainable from different perspectives. So now coming on to the focus theme. So under environment, for us as logistics and transportation company, we have 3 major focus themes. One is climate and energy. So that means calculation of CO2 emissions, how to avoid CO2 emissions, how to reduce it, and how to compensate for it. Next is sustainable logistics. Sustainable logistics means we should do the packaging, sustainable packaging. We should send it sustainably to our customers. So these are the topics which are considered under this. And then there comes the circular economy, where there has to be a closed loop of the waste which are being generated. So now these are the 3 focus themes, but they may look very much theoretical to you. So in order to measure them, we have certain goals which has been created under all these three focus schemes, and then those goals are measured through certain values. And those values, just like GRI standard, those values we get through the operations. Now you must be thinking there are GRI standards values coming, then there are values coming from the individual goals from these focus themes. Where does this all go? So these all values go to our central software vSustain. So vSustain is our sustainability software which we use centrally for the entire Dashley group. All the values come here and they help us to capture the metrics and to monitor progress. So we can see, for example, how much percentage we have increased the consumption of recycled material. And if we want to achieve our goal in 2030, then how much should we increase every year the recycled consumption. So in this way, it gives us a proper charts, analysis, metrics, and gives us a tracking possibility as well. So this was about the software. Here ends my part 1. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we move on to the part 2. Any questions you have? Anyone? On the part 1. Because I want you to sync the information and so that it's not too burden for you. Yeah? Okay, alright. We can do that. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now I go to part 2. In part 2, we will talk about more than how the things are getting in the operations, how we are actually working in the operations. So as I mentioned that we have a net zero goal and net zero carbon emissions to reductive measures by 2030. So we want to reduce our carbon emissions and we want to reduce the CO2, and especially CO2 emissions, and this we want to achieve by 2030. How we can do that? We can do it by avoiding the sources of CO2 emissions. We can do it by reducing it through different measures, and we can do it through compensation. So these are the 3 ways through which we can achieve this goal. And we also follow the greenhouse gas protocol. The greenhouse gas protocol is also the standards which most of the companies should follow while working on this. Now, probably it's going more technical and I would like to explain you here. So now when I say that we want to reduce carbon emissions, the carbon emissions are divided into 3 types. That is scope 1, scope 2 and scope 3 emissions. So now, to help you to understand what are these 3 types of emissions, scope 1. Scope 1 is the emission, for example, you go to your college on your bike, okay, and it takes you around 2 liters of petrol to reach the college in a week. So that 2 liters of petrol which you consume is creating an environmental impact, and also petrol is not a renewable product, it's like a non-renewable which will finish one day. Okay, so that is the scope 1 emission. Then comes scope 2 emission. Scope 2 emission example is like the electricity. You buy it from the government and you pay your electricity bill monthly. Okay, so that is your scope 2 emission. Scope 3 emission would be, for example, you have a milkman who comes every day at your door to give the milk, and he comes with a very old vehicle, a very old bike, which creates a loud noise, but it has a lot of, the engine is very old, it consumes a lot of petrol, but he comes there. So now we understand scope 1, scope 2, scope 3. So now, how to reduce it? So yes, you can, after my lecture, you can decide, okay, from tomorrow onwards, I will not use my bike, I will go with the bus, or I will go with the cycle, or I'll go with a friend of mine, we go together so that we reduce the consumption, we reduce the CO2 emissions, we reduce the petrol consumption. So scope 1, easy to control, you can tomorrow decide. Scope 2, now you can convince your younger brothers and sisters, you can say, please don't use use light when you don't need it, use the daylight more, try to take benefit of the daylight, don't leave the lights on, don't use the unnecessary lighting when you don't need it, plug the chargers outside when you're not using because they are electricity wastage is there. So you can still convince your younger brothers and sisters to do that. So it's still comparatively easy. Okay. Taking a self-decision is definitely easier. Convincing your brothers, sisters, family is still easier. Now comes the scope 3 part. Now you go to the smith and say, hey man, vehicle which you are bringing, it creates a lot of sound, you consume so much of petrol, it creates a lot of CO2 emissions, you should not bring it from tomorrow. The man will ask, are you going to buy a new bike from me? Or how will I come back? Then you just think that, okay, I will talk to all people whom he delivers the milk, we all will approach him and will say, let's find a solution for you so that you sell your milk and we can find out some environment friendly solution. So here it was a bit of complexity. So you see that scope 1 was the simplest one, scope 3 was the most complex one. Now in the business scenario, in a company scenario, this complexity increases. And that is why we aim to reduce scope 1 and 2, which is a bit easier to control. We want to reduce scope 1 and 2 by 60% by 2030, and we want to reduce scope 3 by 30%. 30% is it's still a challenge. So this is our strategy to how to achieve the goal of 2030. Now we have understood scope 1 and scope 2. So in the context of logistics and transportation, scope 1 and scope 2 means warehouse. It means the vehicles which we use for the warehouse. It means the electricity consumption within the warehouse. So this is scope 1 and scope 2. And scope 3 for us is the transportation of product to the customers. Because that we don't do by ourselves. We have the transportation service providers who send like GLS, UPS, Travel Chamber, these are like the transportation service providers. They transport the goods from the warehouse to the customers. So now we are going to talk about how we are trying to reduce these emissions within the company. So, here I'll start with now the logistics part, the operations part, and this is our kind of slogan, the transforming logistics for green future. So here we start with what are we doing in the warehouse and in the transportation to reduce CO2 emissions further. So here comes the vegetable box. As you see here, it's a box, brown gray color, and so what it is. So basically, our customers are mostly the B2B business customers. Sometimes they ask us, we need 200 laptops. The suppliers send us these laptops in the carton packaging. What if we send these carton packaging to our customers? So our customer will have 200 carton package of waste. So we came up with a solution, vegetable box. So it was developed in 2012 and it was developed by a cross-functional team of customer sales, supplier and logistics. And we also have a copyright on this particular idea. So this vegetable box is made of anesthetic material and it can really solve that problem in a big way. So now here's a small video that will help you to understand how the vegetable box works.
First of all, I would like to give you an idea who Bechtle as a company is. We are one of Europe's largest service providers, spread across 14 countries, meaning we are from Portugal to Ireland, basically everywhere close by. Meaning we deliver more than 70,000 customers to G. We have quite a broad portfolio and we see a strong growth also in the countries. We are also growing economically from year to year. And this because we have a sustainable economical plan, and not only sustainable growing, we also have sustainability as such as our core values. Next to our vision 2030, which is basically our corporate strategy, we also established our sustainability strategy 2030. In the strategy, we have 4 main areas, which is ethical business practices, environment, people, and the digital future. And especially in environment, we have PO to become net zero by 2030. And to become net zero, we have some nice actions field of sustainable logistics, also meaning reducing packaging. Therefore, we have an innovative solution which is called the Vacuum Box. The Vacuum Box has a huge impact on decarbonization.
Sustainability is a key issue in our logistics strategy 2030, which is based on our company strategy, where we will have a turnover in 2030 of 10 billion euros. We are trying to avoid and reduce packaging in any aspects in our logistics. We consolidate shipments wherever possible, and we have a very innovative and sustainable solution with our Vacuum Box.
The Vacuum Box consists of short, long, anti-static inlets as well as an anti-static floor, which you can use as partitions or bed box in two levels. This makes the box highly flexible, so we can accommodate more on all sides hardware or customer orders from small access points to bigger channels. If the customer wishes or customer requests, you can also label the hardware as package. After everything is packed and labeled, we lock the box and stretch the box with our feet further and enhance shipment safety and sustainability of the box.
The Vacuum Box is flexible and standardized multi-way transport container. It reduces transport damages and guarantees safe delivery of your order. Vacuum Box is moving a complete sustainable service. It is made up of 80% recyclable. In the current moment, the existing partial solution of vacuum box from warehouse to consumers ensures 100% elimination of vacuum waste. It reduces labor costs and transportation costs are downstream. The end-to-end vacuum box solution, that is from production to customer, has a three-pronged effect on suppliers, warehouse and customers. It reduces 2 kilograms equivalent per vacuum box.
That is more than 130 sites of partners competitors wide and wireless network solutions. This gives us a reliable and powerful foundation to go beyond. The integration of asset tracking in the future becomes services that can be functional. Our plans today automate these sites on where boxes are working and how they are utilized in our warehouses. Thus, it helps in the future to detect bottlenecks. Helps us to save costs and resources. In addition to that, we outline tested blueprint for our customers and logistics.
According to the IT global market, there's a big potential of unreduced packaging by the Vacuum Box, and Cisco and Bechtle is an opportunity to influence the supply chain sustainability. Therefore, we are thinking of solutions to implement the Vacuum Box and the end production side of Cisco to the end user of Bechtle. The infrastructure and technology support of Cisco will encourage.
Yeah. So now you have seen that how Vacuum Box look like and what do we do with the Vacuum Box. So now let's take an example. So the example is that we receive 500 small Cisco access point from a supplier. Now what happens without Vacuum Box? Without Vacuum Box, when we receive these products in the carton packaging, we send it back to the customers where it goes, and then we unpack the product from the box. And what happens? The customer has the waste of 500 carton boxes, which is equivalent to 146 kilograms CO2 equivalents. Now let's take the second scenario. The second scenario is when we are using the Vacuum Box. We call this as warehouse to customer solution, way to say. Now in this scenario, what happens? We at our warehouse, we receive the goods from the suppliers. We unpack it. So yes, the waste is generated at the warehouse, and therefore we are responsible for the carbon emissions. But for our customer, it's an added value because for them there is no waste, and that for them there is no CO2 emissions due to waste generation. They can also reduce the cost of unpacking the products and the cost of recycling this waste at their own cost. So now you must be thinking that what's the point? The waste that was created at the customer's place, now the waste is created at the warehouse. So waste is still in the ecosystem. You're absolutely right. And therefore, in order to deal with the waste, we have 3R concept. 3R means recycle, reduce, and reuse. So how can we reduce this waste? So for that, we have the next concept. The next concept is where we use vegetable box from the production or supplier's place directly to the customer place. Now in this case what happens? The customer will get the product in vegetable box. So for them there is no waste and no CO2 emissions and reduced cost. It is benefit for us because the entire goods come in vegetable box. So we also have no waste and no CO2 emissions due to this waste generation. Now, what are the benefits for supplier? Now, supplier has to use the new carton packaging for these goods. If they use vegetable box, they will not use the new carton packaging. In that way, there is 0% new material use. And because of this reduced new material use, 183 kilograms of CO2 can be reduced just because of reduced material consumption. And moreover, we can also reduce the weight of the entire packaging by 37%. And because of the reduced weight, we can also have reduced transport cost. So these are the benefits which we can have through our reduced concept of production to customer. Now comes the next concept. I mentioned about 3R, that was reduce, reuse and recycle. Reduce, I have already mentioned about the production to customer concept, we can reduce it. Now next is the reuse. Even though while we were talking to our suppliers for this production to customer concept, meanwhile we thought of why don't we reuse this waste. So the carton which was unpacked at the warehouse, instead of throwing it into the dustbin, we thought of reusing it for sending the products to the customers who want individual parcels and not a bulk package. So we did a pilot and we sent the Cisco box to the 500 customers and then let's see what happens. So how we started? First of all was we saw such a big heap of waste boxes in the lavabo, which made us think what can we do with this. Then we did analysis. We found that one, we have to see how customer can become convinced. We have to see how easy it is in the operation for our colleagues to manage it, and is it cost feasible. Cost of the time invested in collecting these boxes, taking it to the packaging area, and then training the employees who use this packaging for sending to the customer. How much was the cost? We did an analysis and it all looked good theoretically. So we thought of the next step. Next step was, okay, so now if this, for example, if a customer ordered an Apple iPhone and we send it to our customer in a Cisco box, how will you react? For example, something like this happened to you. You will say, no, I didn't order anything from Cisco. I ordered an Apple iPhone and I want that. So we thought of what can we do. We thought, how about if we can put a label on the boxes? But then how the label can look like? So we made some prototypes, we thought of different designs, what will look nice, very clear, which is directly visible and does not take too much time for customer to understand. At the end, we finalized the logo, we ran a pilot, and in that pilot, in every Cisco box, along with the phone, we kept a QR code for the online phone and we kept a sweet chocolate in it. And we ran this pilot and then we did an analysis as well. So in that analysis, we were releasing all the feedback to online phones. There were 500 boxes that were sent out. There were 7 questions in the questionnaire. We received 51 responses from the customer. That is quite good, 10% response rate, not bad. And we got the rating of 4.65 out of 5. That was the cost neutral, the total cost of scaling and using almost was nothing. And then with every old box usage, we can save 106 grams of CO2 equivalents per box. So now, the pilot went well. So now what we can do? Now we are at the next step, we are thinking of scaling the solution. So in the starting, we did this pilot in Germany, and that is why you see we used box and we did prevented apartment, that's a German version. So we used the English and the German version. But now, because Bachelor is located in 14 different countries, we thought of scaling the solution, and that's why now it is available in English, German, and French language as well. This is our next step. Now you have seen reduce, you have seen reuse. Now we'll see what we are doing in the recycle concept. So now we follow the Packaging Act. Under Packaging Act, we make sure that wherever all the wastes are going, these recycling stations are certified. They are certified and they are collaborated with some producers where these all waste can be reused for the production of new material. So this is how we make sure that the waste that is being sent from our warehouse does not end up in landfills and is being reused or recycled by the producers. Second thing is through recycled packaging. So in the warehouse, the cartons which we use is made up of 66 to 100% recycled material. Sorry for that mistake, it's 100%. It is made of 100% recycled material, and the papers which we use here for the printing delivery notes is also made up of 100% recycled. 100% recycled paper means that in all the sheets of the paper of the A4 size has been produced by the old waste of papers. That means by recycling. So now you have understood how we manage the waste with the 3R concept. Now, the next is also CO2 emissions. So if you remember, one of our focus scheme was also the emissions. So calculation of emissions is the first step, because if we don't know how much do we emit, we will never know how much to reduce, and all the further actions. Therefore, calculation of CO2 emissions was one of the achievements which we have now. We have developed an internal methodology to calculate the CO2 emissions in the warehouse and in the transportation as well. And some of you who are interested in IT systems as well, you would be happy to know that we use RPA. If you are aware of RPA is robotic process automation, and with this software we were able to do our calculation. For example, for 1 month of data, we needed 1 month time to do the calculation. But now we can do the calculation for the entire year in 1 month. And in 1 month, we have approximately 122,000 shipments. So now you can imagine how many shipments are we talking about here. So this is also we have one of our efforts towards the goal and achieving towards the sustainability strategy goal. When I started it was a manual method, but then we kept on finding some solutions, how we can be more quicker, how we can be more accurate, and this is how we reached to RPA. Now, another focus scheme was closed loop of e-waste. So, in our headquarters, where I'm located right now in Heilbronn, Germany, we generate 1,800 cable waste every month. Yes, the charging cables which we have, the new cables, they are not even opened, they directly go in the waste, because some of the customers say, okay, without that we don't need cables. So we create 1,800 new cables as waste every month. So usually what used to happen that, yes, we send it to the recycling station, where it is like further shredded, and then the shredded material is used by the producers and the shredders. But the point is that if the cables are completely new, why should waste energy, electricity on shredding and then creating new? Why can't we just simply reuse these new ones? And therefore, we were able to find a project here, a pilot project. So right now we collaborate with an NGO. So this NGO is run by the handicapped people. All the employees over there are handicapped. Some are severely handicapped, but they have an electro-waste recycling center as well. So when we send these cables to these people, we started a pilot in which we sent approximately 565 kilograms of cables to them. And we receive some benefits also, because they are getting some raw material. So what we get is 42% more than what we get from other recycling stations. It is more ecological because they don't send it for shredding like other recycling stations. what they do, their employees, they just separate the cable with the head, like where the feet is there, they separate it with that, and then the cable is still reusable, it goes to the hairstylers where they just choose which pin suits and they reuse it again instead of sending it for shredding. So it is more ecological, and 40% of the 565 kilogram of cables which we sent was refurbished and reused. And it has social impact as well, because with this particular pilot we were able to create job opportunities for 5 severely handicapped people, and without any additional cost for the company. So this was the pilot, and now we are planning to continue it further, and in every 1 or 2 months we will be able to give them approx 500 to 600 kilogram of cables, which will help us to manage our waste properly, and it has multiple impacts as you can see. So these were the projects which we are working in the direction of our 3 focus themes: carbon emissions, sustainable logistics, and closed loop. And we still have a long way to go, and our future plans are to increase consolidated deliveries with texture box, collaboration with suppliers and customers, more 100% recycled transport packaging, closed loop. We also want to close loop with plastic and cardboard waste that is being generated in warehouse, and we are also trying to get our CO2 method certified. And once we have the external audit completed, we can give individual CO2 emission reports to all our individual customers. So that's all from my side, and I would like to end here, and I'm very much curious and excited to hear your questions. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite Dr. Ashok Kumar sir to introduce today's session's reporter, Dr. Vimal Nishan, Principal, Excel College of Commerce and Science, Kovrapalli.
Question session. Who is ready to ask question or any questions? Soundarya. Some 3 have given your names. One second, ma'am.
Belonging to Business Management Department of Sri Rasmi College, Erode. Can I ask my question now? My question is, how is e-waste affecting our environment in the way of pollution?
So e-waste has lot of parts. So for example, if you see the computer, so in computer there are different parts, right? There are different cables, different types of material, then there is motherboard, motherboard, then there are, in the motherboard there are different resources are there. For example, if you have seen that green colored motherboard sometimes it has a lot of small metals used. So the point is that all the resources that are being used here, they are limited, right? First of all, we are using so much of minerals to create this. They are limited, and plus they end in the landfills. They end the landfills, they destroy the nature of the soil, and they destroy the fertility of the soil. Have you seen a big heap of waste in New Delhi? There is a big mountain in New Delhi, and that is made up of just waste. E-waste. And then this plastic goes in the soil. It goes as a microplastic. It comes in the water which we drink, and in all our bodies it goes as a microplastic. So it's our responsibility that whatever waste is being generated should be treated.
Thank you, ma'am, for your clarifications.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you said about recycle from B to B, right? Why can't it from B to C or C to B?
Because that is our business model. So when the company started, they decided that who they want to serve, and the entire business model is created like that. So our model is free, and in the starting when the company was started, then we decided that the needs of the business customers will be fulfilled. And because selling to men and not to individual customers. So we are not like Amazon, we are like traders who send bulk goods to the customers who are business customers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for this 45 minutes. We were really hearing about how the sustainable goals has been reached by the countries, and also you have given us many points regarding how the waste of each company's resource has been directed or how it has been energized into energy. Thank you very much for your explanation, ma'am. And I thank all the participants for really watching and also for their question. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your presence for our international conference. On behalf of PGN Institute of Commerce, we, all the faculty members, thank you very much for your presence, ma'am. You can.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You can leave. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. P. Ashok Kumar sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to introduce our rapporteur, Dr. Vimal sir, Principal, Excel College of Arts and Science, Kumarapalayam. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon to all. So now I would like to introduce a person who cannot be controlled in every paragraph. As achievements are free for every academic year. So it is normal to introduce our rapporteur, Dr. R. Villam Nissan sir, in this international conference. If we talk about the educational background of our guest, he has pursued BCom, MCom, MPhil and PhD in our Master College. He is a distinguished alumnus of our Commerce Department. He has also pursued the certificate course in Management Accounting for decision making from IIM Bangalore with highest grade. He has also a great proficiency in computer skills as he has pursued many diplomas and post-diploma courses in computer application. With approximately 19 years experience in many universities and colleges as professor, principal, and he has been charged as the head of the Department of Management and Commerce as well. Presently, he is the principal of Excel College for Commerce and Science, affiliated to Periyar University. He has published 4 books like International Business Management, Human Resource Management, Derivatives Management, Merchant Banking, and Financial Services. It has also long list of papers published in national as well as international journals, being an active researcher since beginning. It has also been engaged in seminars, workshops, and conferences with a huge list of presentations. It has also been a resource person and a keynote speaker in many international conferences. Last but not least, he has also a patent publication on a novel approach for fake review identification and entity evolution model using algorithm in e-commerce sites, published on January 2022. There is a long list of our guest profiles due to shortage of time. I am concluding with this. So welcome you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Next, I invite Dr. Ashok Kumar sir to honor the rapporteur, Dr. Vimal Nissan.
Good afternoon all. Good afternoon. Respected management of Vasavi College, respected principal, respected head of the department, my guru Dr. Damagandan sir, respected all faculty members from commerce, students from Vasavi College and other college, and my own Excel College for Commerce and Sciences students. So very good afternoon, one and all here. At the outset, today we have a great day. The super program, 2 days international conference, the emerging title, sustainability, creativity and innovation in business. As a technical session 2, the chief guest, the man presented from Germany, have learned a lot of the things. So micro level study about that Cisco, the packages, how they have to sustainable in the roots. And before I am starting my session, as we discussed with the head of the department, Damagandan sir, because it's a very crucial one in the afternoon session after taking the food. So, sir advised me to give some motivation and also some presentation. I have only few slides. Can I have my hand? Okay, I am very comfortable in that. How many students have to present there today? So, give a very big applause to all. This conference, this international conference, not only in the presenting ourselves, we have to learn a lot of things. Stage fear, how to reduce the stage fear, how to face the audience, the eye contact level. So the all things, we have to learn a lot of the aspects. And this technical session 2, the afternoon. எப்படி சாப்பாடு எல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டீங்களா? எப்படி போட்டு நானும் நல்லா சாப்பிட்டேன். Heavy. but whatever the human psychology says, each and every human being, they having the constant for only the 13 seconds. After the 14 seconds, evening meet like dinner, evening friends or get together, packages come together, tourism, that human psychology. 13 seconds constant power outcome. This is human psychology. But suddenly, okay, please tell me the concept of the sustainability in the growth concept is by the way. Attention, that's psychology. Okay, question get away automatically. நம்மளோட மனசு எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரணை கோதரம் எதுவும் கேட்டுட்டாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஜஸ்ட் இடையில திரும்பி பார்த்தேன் that presented well மைக்ரோ லெவல்ல ஒரு கான்செப்ட் எடுத்து 45 மினிட்ஸ் நல்லா போயிட்டு இருக்கு. பட் இருந்தாலும் தப்பு நம்மளோடது இல்லை, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளைமேட்டோடது, ரெண்டாவது சாப்பாட்டோடது. ரெண்டும் உள்ள போச்சுனாலே ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி என்ன பண்ணாலும் we all are good actor, you know. Yes, சொல்ற பேஸ் என்ன தோணுது தலையாட்டும், ஆனா உள்ளுக்குள்ள and also God give the gift to us, eye open speak. நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கணும் உள்ளுக்குள்ள அப்படியே. Okay, it's very difficult in the opposition. அப்படி பேசிட்டு ஒருத்தர் அடி கண்டு சொந்தராக இருந்தாங்க. Okay, right. So it's a very good title, sustainability. Okay, so sustainability na யாராவது தமிழ்ல சொல்ல முடியுமா? What is that? Because sir, என்ன சார் டெக்னிக்கல் செஷன் 1 முடிச்சிட்டோம், பேப்பர் விஸ்லேஷன் முடிச்சிட்டோம், டெக்னிக்கல் செஷன் 2 வந்துச்சு. Here I am preparing basic concepts. One concept of sustainability na enna, innovation na enna, and the innovation business la eppadi adopt pannalam. So because already morning session ellame share pannirpaanga. Okay, here the few points: idea, research, brainstorming, development, teamwork and success. Asiya edukosam idella success. Business la profit. So first idea, innovation, creativity, okay, some better idea. In entrepreneur you don't have any investment. Idea irundha po startups la pathilla idea irukka, right? That's investment. Oname thana illa the mari concept. Ipo the concept epoludhu irukku, but எப்போ நமக்கு கேப்சர் ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா என்ன படத்துல வாரிசு படத்துல விஜய் சேதுபதி படத்துல கேப்சர் ஆச்சு இல்லையா? சொல்றாரு இல்லையா வாரிசு படத்துல ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ல பெரிய ஆளாயிட்டேன், என்கிட்ட ஐடியா இருக்கு, there is no investment, நான் பணம் கொடுக்க முடியாது, ஐடியா இருக்கு, அதை வச்சு பெரிய ஆளாயிட்டேன். ஸோ ஸ்டார்ட் அப் எப்போதும் தான் இருக்கு, பட் ஒரு சினி ஃபீல்ட்ல சொன்னோம்னா ரீச் ஆகுது. நான் ரீசெண்டாக ஒரு காலேஜில் போகிறவங்க வந்துட்டு சரி ஸ்டார்ட் அப் ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் கேட்டேன், ஸ்டார்ட் அப் பற்றி எப்படி தெரியணும்னு உடனே சொன்னேன். வாரிசுல தளபதி சொன்னாரு ஸ்டார்ட் அப் பற்றி, அப்பதான் தெரியும். ஸோ சினி ஆக்டர் சொன்னோம்னா இந்த ரீச் ஆகுது. வாட் எவர் we have seen the point. So idea, it's a very good idea இருந்ததுன்னா இப்போ உங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஐடியா இருக்கு, பிசினஸ்ல ஒரு ஐடியா இருக்கு, I have a very good idea. Okay, so இந்த ஐடியா வச்சு என்ன சார் பண்றது? Okay, so டிகிக்கு போடி IC டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி சென்டர் ஈரோட DIC இருக்கு, நாமக்கல் DIC டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி சென்டர் போயிட்டு மேனேஜரை பார்த்துட்டு சார் I have an idea for starting the business. இந்த மாதிரி நியூ கான்செப்ட் ஐடியா இருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த ஐடியாவை நீங்கள் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ஒரு ஃபார்ம் தருவாங்க, அந்த ஃபார்மை ஃபில் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த ஐடியாலஜி உள்ளிட்டு ஒரு ரைட் அப்ல 500 வேர்ட்ஸ் ரைட் அப்ல கொடுக்கணும். ரைட் அப்ல வந்து அவங்க செலக்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா அதுக்கு பேட்டர்ன் பண்ணி தருவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வந்து ஐடியா இருந்தால் இப்போ nowadays நியூ ஐடியாஸ், தட்ஸ் கால்ட் இன்னோவேஷன், தட்ஸ் கால்ட் கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி. அதில் அந்த ஐடியாலஜியில் உங்களுக்கு நிறையா பண்ணுங்க. தென் ரிசர்ச், தெரியும் நிறைய ரிசர்ச் பண்ணுவோம். ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம ஐடியாலஜி ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கா இல்லையா, அந்த ஐடியாலஜி நமக்கும் சேம் பிளானிசம் மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து we have to search பண்ணிட்டு அந்த ஐடியாலஜி வந்து யாரை சொல்லிக்கிறோம். அண்ட் brainstorming, ஒரு சக்சஸ் பாத்வேக்கு போகிறப்போ நிறைய நெகட்டிவிட்டி வரும். இல்லை அது ஃபெயிலியர் கான்செப்ட், கண்டிப்பாக இந்த ஐடியாலஜி ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆகாது. See, these type of so many of criticism, negative points எல்லாம் வரும், but you don't bother about it. that brainstorming உங்களுக்கு நீங்களே வந்து self motivate பண்ணிட்டு you go to next step and development and teamwork, finally success. கண்டிப்பா ஒரு டீம் தேவை. நம்ம ஐடியாலஜி வந்து ஒரு மார்க்கெட்டுக்கோ இல்லை வந்து கன்சர்ன் பர்சன் ஆர் பீப்புள் வந்து we have a team and finally நம்ம போயிடுச்சு ஐடியாலஜி சக்ஸஸ் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா வந்து மார்க்கெட்டில் we have a team. So this is that concept of the innovation. Next one. Yeah. நிறைய பார்த்தோம் சஸ்டைனபிள் ஆலையிலிருந்து நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இட்ஸ் a basic concept. So why sustainable innovations? Simple. So economic development and eliminate the harmful concept. Highlight பண்றது மட்டும் தான் சொல்றேன். Is mainly for the conservation of environmental, social and financial aspects, and finally idea generation through research and R&D. என்ன புது கான்செப்ட் கண்டுபிடிச்சாலும் பாத்தீங்களா அது R&D போய் அடுத்த லெவல் ரிசர்ச் பண்ணி புதுசா அந்த காலத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா வந்து ஹெல்த் ட்ரிங்க்ல வந்து பூஸ்ட் ஹார்லிக்ஸ் காம்ப்ளான்லாம் இருக்குங்க. ஸோ அந்த என்னன்னா ஓகே ஒரு சப்டைம் இதுக்கப்புறம் என்னன்னா வந்து இந்த பூஸ்ட் சேம் கண்டென்ட் தான் என்ன மாதிரி பேக்கிங் மாதிரி அப்புறம் அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் ஆகும். அந்த காலத்தில் கபில் தேவ் வந்தாரு பூஸ்டுக்கு, அப்புறம் யார் ஃபேமஸ் கிரிக்கெட் சச்சின் டெண்டுல்கர் வந்தாரு, அப்புறம் வந்து யார் வந்தார் தோனி வந்தாரு, கோலி வந்தாரு. யார் மாறுறாங்க அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட்ல அம்பாசிடர்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் மாறாங்க. உள்ள கண்டென்ட் அதே கண்டென்ட் தான். அன்னைக்கு என்ன கண்டென்ட் இருந்ததோ சேம் கண்டென்ட். பேக்கிங் மாதிரி தான். பிரேஃபர் பாட்டில் இருந்தது பிரேஃபர் பேக், எக்கனாமிக் பேக், அந்த பேக், இந்த பேக் தேவைப்படும். ஓ அதுல சஸ்டைனபிள் இருக்கா? எத்தனை கஸ்டமர்ஸ் வந்து பூஸ்ட்ல இருந்து டேஸ்ட் பிடிக்காம ஹார்லிக்ஸ் மாறுவாங்க, ஹார்லிக்ஸ்ல இருந்து காம்ப்ளான் மாறுவாங்க, திரும்பியும் ஒரு டைம்ல பூஸ்ட்க்கு வந்துருவாங்க. பிகாஸ் டேஸ்ட் பழகி போய் குடிக்கல. சில பேர் எதுவுமே வேண்டாம் குடிக்கவே இல்லை, ஹெல்த்துக்கே குடிக்கல. பட் அந்த பூஸ்ட் கம்பெனிக்கு வந்து அவன் நிதியில ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவ்ல பிசினஸ்ல அவன் ஒரு ஐடியா நியூ ஐடியாஸ் டெவலப் பண்ணி அவன் சக்சஸ் ஆகும், மார்க்கெட்ல கேப்சர் பண்ணும். ஸோ அதுக்கு என்னெல்லாம் ஸ்டெப் இருக்கும், அந்த மைக்ரோ லெவல் ஸ்டடி, மேக்ரோ லெவல் ஸ்டடி. ஓகே ஸோ எக்கனாமியா எப்படி பெஸ்ட்டாக வந்து சொல்கிறோம் சீப் அண்ட் பெஸ்ட் அந்த கான்செப்ட்ல ஹவு வி ஹேவ் டெவலப் அவர் பிஸ்னஸ் இதெல்லாம் தான் சொல்லக்கூடிய. நெக்ஸ்ட் சார் ஓகே clear slide. Okay, so it's not only the domestic changes, international changes. எப்போ வந்து நமக்கு LPG வந்துச்சோ, globalization, privatization and globalization. So அப்போ domestic changes கிடையாது, ஓகேவா? So international changes. So international changes is not only the short term, it's long term. And short term success வேணுமா? இல்ல, long term success வேணும். Vision மாதிரி, vision long term goals முடியாது, long term success. And long term தான் environmental benefit ஆகும், also that creating economic profit to the firm. GDP வேற லெவல்ல இருக்கும். And it's a survival and the growth. The sustainability innovation is not a simple task. Survival. And the field and the business survival. Okay, they have to achieve the goal or not, and growth level daily. So this is what is the sustainability. And so traditional forms of innovation, but see that new traditional concept. For simple example, இப்போ நம்ம வந்து ஒரு கார் வச்சிருக்கோம், ஒரு 4-wheeler. அந்த 4-wheelerல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டே டு டே அப்டேஷன் அப்கிரேட் ஆகிடுது, டே டு டே அப்கிரேட். பட் கார் வந்து டிராவல் ஒரு ஃபேமிலியோட 2 or 4 persons, 2 பேர் பைக்ல போறோம், 3 பேர் போறோம், போலீஸ்கார பிடிச்சுவாங்க. ஸோ ஃபேமிலியோட கார்ல ஒரு டிராவல் பண்ணுறதுக்கு we need that 4-wheeler. ஓகே, this purpose is solved. பட் அதுல ஹையர் எண்ட் இருக்கலாம், ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் கியர். ஓகே, அண்ட் இப்போலாம் வந்து கார்ல டாப் ஓப்பன்ல இருக்கா. இப்போ என்கிட்ட ஐ ஹேவ் த கார். ஓகே, எனக்கு அடுத்த நீடு கொஸ்டின் என்ன பண்றேன், I have to change my car. இன்னொரு நீடு வருது, அது நான் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். சேஞ்ச் பண்றதுனால I waste my money. கார் நல்லா தான் இருக்கு, நல்லா தான் ஓடுது, நல்லா மைலேஜ், very good condition, but why am I changing my car? Technology develop ஆகிட்டே the purpose, what's the purpose இருக்காதுல்ல. ஸோ அப்போ அதில் ஓகே என்ன அப்டேஷன் ஆயிருக்கோ அந்த அப்டேஷனை வந்து இன்பில்ட்டா நம்ம டெம்பரரி ஆஸ்பெக்ட்ல யூ ஹேவ் டு ஆட் இட் ஃபார் இட். அதுக்கோசரம் காரே மாற்றணும். ஸோ த சேம் ஆஸ்பெக்ட் இந்த மொபைல் டெக்னாலஜி. நான் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டை பார்த்தேன், நான் ஒரு மாதம் கூட ஒரு மொபைல் வச்சுருந்தான், அப்புறம் அடுத்த மாதம் வேறு மொபைல் மாற்றலாம், அதுக்கப்புறம் அடுத்த மாதம் ஏன்னா அந்த சப்போர்ட் பண்ண மாற்றிட்டே இருக்கேன். ஸோ த மினிமம் ப்ரைஸ் 10,000 to 15,000 rupees ஒரு மொபைல். செகண்ட் ஹேண்ட்ஸ் நீங்கள் சேல்ஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அது எவ்வளோ எடுத்துக்கலாம், வெறும் 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 ஆகும். எவ்வளோ நியூ மொபைல் இருந்தாலும் அவ்வளோ எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஒன்ஸ் நீங்கள் மார்க்கெட்டில் நிறைய ஷோரூமில் வாங்கி வெளியே செகண்டரி மார்க்கெட் எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா 15% கம்மியான ப்ரைஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ வேஸ்ட் ஆஃப் மணி. நீடு பர்பஸ் இருக்கா டசன். ஸோ அதுலேயும் பாருங்க அந்த மொபைல் சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி. மொபைல் எத்தனை வருஷமா நீங்கள் மேலே மொபைல் வச்சுருக்கீங்க. இப்போ பாருங்க 5G வந்தோடனே 4G ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி டவுன்வர்ட்ஸ் ஆகும். 5G சப்போர்ட் மட்டும் தான் பண்ணணும்னா வேற வழியில் எல்லாரும் மொபைல் மாற்றுறாங்க. இல்லை அந்த 5G ஒரு நெட்வொர்க்கில் 4G சப்போர்ட் பண்ணி 2G சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. நிறைய பேர் நம்ம பேரண்ட்ஸ் என்ன வச்சுருக்காங்க, இந்த ஸ்மார்ட் மொபைல் இல்லாமல் நார்மல் மொபைல் வச்சுருக்காங்க. அவங்க நெட் எடுக்குதா இல்லையா. த பர்பஸ் இருந்தால் பார்க்கலாம். பர்பஸ் இல்லாமல் டோன்ட் கோ இன் அப்கிரேட் வெர்ஷன், டோன்ட் வேஸ்ட் யுவர் மணி. தட்ஸ் மெயின் திங். அண்ட் இஸ் ஹார்ம் ஃபார் தட் ப்ராடக்ட் அண்ட் சர்வீஸ் த எம்ப்ளாயிஸ். வந்து கண்டிப்பாக அடாப்ட் ஆகும். அண்ட் ஓவர் எக்ஸ்ப்ளாய்ட் இன் த நேச்சுரல் ரிசோர்சஸ், அது ஒரு மெயின் கான்செப்ட். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். Okay, there is a tool that developing novel products and service. So novel new products market வந்துட்டே இருக்கு. நிறைய new products. நம்ம சொல்றாங்க old wine in the new bottle even concept. This is old wine in the new bottle. உள்ளுக்குள்ள கலசனால பூஸ்ட் பண்ணி கண்டென்ட் அதே தான், பாட்டில் மட்டும் சேஞ்ச் ஆயிடும். The same as the novel products அப்படினா வந்து what can invent offer novel products and services that can contribute in the actually ஏன்னா அது சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு actually கான்செப்ட் இது டெவலப்பிங் novel products services. புதுசு ப்ராடக்ட் வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். ஏன்னா இன்னோவேஷன் இந்த மார்க்கெட்ல நீங்க கேப்சர் ஆகணும்னா நியூ ஸ்டைல்ஸ் நியூ அரைவல்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் அது மதிப்பு இருக்கு. அது ரிப்பார் ஆரைக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். So changing operation process. இது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா changing the aspects of design, production, marketing and even HR too. HR policy changes. இப்போ பாருங்க நீங்க HR policyல வந்து changes பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கிலாந்து பத்தி தான் நீங்க காலையில இருந்து டாபிக் என்ன இங்கிலாந்து பத்தி வாரத்துக்கு 4 நாள் வேலை அவ்வளவுதான். வீக்லி 4 days ஆப்ரேட் பண்ணாங்க. HR பாலிசில சக்சஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. வாரத்துல 4 நாள், மீதி 3 நாள் லீவ். இப்போ இங்கே நமக்கு ஜென்ரலாக என்ன போயிட்டு இருக்கு, 7 daysல வீக்லி 6 days ஆர் 5 days. சில கவர்மெண்ட் ஜாப்ஸ்ல வந்து 5 days சாட்டர்டே சண்டே லீவ். ஆனால் அதெல்லாம் ஆல் சாட்டர்டே ஒர்க்கிங் டே. ஸோ என்னன்னா இந்த 4 days மட்டும் ஒர்க்கிங் டே வச்சுருந்தா இங்கிலாண்டில் ஸ்பிட் பண்ணிட்டா சக்ஸஸ் ரேஷியோ என்னன்னா அந்த 4 நாளும் அவ்வளோ சின்சியர்லி. ஸோ டெடிகேஷன் ஆஃப் ஒர்க் வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிடும். லீவ் குறைஞ்சிருக்கு, அவங்க எடுக்கக்கூடிய அஃபிஷியல் லீவ்ஸ் குறைஞ்சிருக்கு, அவங்களோட ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிட்டு சொல்றாங்க. ஸோ இந்த சேஞ்சஸ் இந்த HR பாலிசி அதுலேயும் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி இருக்கு. பாலிசி மாற்றதுனால சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி அண்ட் டிசைன். ஒரே டிசைன் பார்க்க போகிறது புதுசு புதுசாக. இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணுறோம், நிறைய பேர் வந்து ப்ராடக்ட் கண்டென்ட் பார்க்கறதுல உள்ளுக்குள்ள வந்து மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் டேட், எக்ஸ்பைரி டேட், இல்லை என்ன மிக்சிங் ஆஃப் கெமிக்கல்ஸ் பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கும். ஆனால் ப்ராடக்ட் டிசைன் நல்லா இருக்கா ஐடியா. So designing will give the customers any importance and production in marketing. So that how sustainable innovation differ from traditional innovation. Innovation give all the contributions there and system thinking. System as we have been thinking for how they have traditionally improved and firm's culture. So it's embedded into the firm's culture. The firm or over, they have to over firm and differ on that culture. Next one. two phases is there. The first one, so the sustainability innovation is another. So attract talented employees, not all employees. Those who are talented, skilled, so on. Bring better people for the sustainability companies. And second one, consider stakeholders, produce more patents. தயார் பண்ணியாச்சுன்னா அவங்க பேக் வாங்கிட்டு அவங்க என்னோட யாரும் உரிமை பண்ண முடியாது. இது இருந்தாலும் அந்த ஃபார்முலா எங்கே தான் வாங்கிக்கலாம். ஸோ அதில் வந்து இன்னோவேஷன் சக்ஸஸ் ஆயிடுச்சுனாவே இமீடியட்டாக பேக் பண்ணுவோம். பேட்டன் எடுக்கலைன்னா இன்னொருத்த வந்து ஸோ அப்போதான் வந்து நம்மளோட வந்து ரைட்ஸ் பண்ணுவோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். ஸோ மோரோவர் கம்பெனிஸ் that care about sustainability. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய காரணம். ஸோ கிரைசிஸ் எந்த இடத்துல டெபிசிட் இருக்கு, கிரைசிஸ் இருக்கு, அந்த இடத்துல வந்து கண்டிப்பாக சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி ரேஷியோ குறையும். ஸோ we need more innovative products. Okay. Next one. Like how do we make innovation sustainable? So actually it will take time, commitment and effort. So previous slide, committed in business aspects, committed and effort in the business. There is a three broad categories: operational, organization and organization transformation and system building. This one. The slide la pathina the moonu concept undu like operational pathina eco efficiency and organizational transformation, new market opportunities. Nariya this is some products, the novel products over there. And system building, social changes, social environment changes, system change பண்ணிருக்கோம். And now price innovation objective or segment கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. Innovation outcome, innovation relationship to the firm. இந்த மாதிரி sustainable business ல மூணு கான்செப்ட் is very essential. Sustainable நிலைத்தன்மை கண்டிப்பா ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது ப்ராப்பரா கன்சிஸ்டன்சியா இருக்கா, அந்த பிசினஸ்ல இன்னோவேட்டிவ் இருக்கா, இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியாஸ் இருக்கா, கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி புதுசா திங்க் பண்ணி அதை அடாப்ட் பண்றோமா, திஸ் இஸ் கான்செப்ட். இது இருந்துட்டாவே ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி பிசினஸ் க்ரோ ஆகும், சக்சஸ் அச்சீவ் பண்ணும். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன், ஃபைனல் ஒன். ஸோ மேடம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த சிஸ்கோவில் பேக்கேஜஸ் அண்ட் ஹவு த பேக்கேஜஸ் வந்து எக்கனாமி ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி பண்ணி ஸோ அச்சீவ் தட் ப்ராஃபிட்டபிள் அப்படிங்கிற கான்செப்ட் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. இந்த இடத்துல ஆயில் கேஸ் கம்பெனிஸ் கேன் சீக் எஃபிஷியன்சி, கார்பன் எமிஷன், ஒரு ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டி பண்ணுறப்போ வேஸ்டேஜஸ் எப்படி ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணலாம் சொன்னாங்க. வேஸ்டேஜ் ஹவு டு ரெடியூஸ் த ரீசைக்கிள், ரெடியூஸ், அதே கான்செப்ட். ஒரு ப்ரொடக்ஷனில் அந்த வேஸ்டேஜை எப்படி ரீசைக்கிள் செஷன்ல வந்துட்டு சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி நாளைக்கும் டேபிள் செஷன் 3 and 4ல நிறைய மைக்ரோ லெவல் கான்செப்ட் நிறைய. பட் பிசினஸ்னாலே ஃபைனல் ஒன் சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி இல்லைன்னா கண்டிப்பா we are not stand in the business. செகண்ட் ஒன் அதுல ஒரு கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி இருக்கணும், புதுசா ஏதாவது பண்ணணும், இன்னோவேட்டிவ் திங்கிங் இருக்கணும். இருந்துட்டாவே ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி பிசினஸ் goes in the success curve. Finally I will end with one story. So all the young students, researchers இருக்கீங்க, UG and PG இருக்கீங்க, எல்லாருமே வந்து you have to fix one ambition, goal set பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. அந்த கோலை நோக்கி தான் பயணம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. நீங்க நிறைய பேர் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெவல் நீங்க நிறைய பேர் கீழே மீட் பண்ணாங்க, பிரசன்ட் பண்ண ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெவல் பிரசன்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா பயமா இருந்தது. நான் ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் நான் பார்த்து தான் படித்தேன், பரவாயில்ல ஸ்டேஜ் ஃபியர் இத்தனை பேருக்கு வந்து ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் கிடைச்சது இல்லையா, அதுதான் இந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ். பாயிண்ட் நம்பர் 1. ஸோ அடிக்கடி நான் சொல்லிட்டே இருப்பேன் வந்து உங்களுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் வந்து முயல் ஆமை ஸ்டோரி தெரியும் இல்லையா. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்ம சைல்டுஹுட்ல இருக்கும் அந்த முயல் ஆமை ஸ்டோரி என்ன வந்துச்சு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து ஸோ முயலுக்கும் ஆமைக்கு ஒரு போட்டி வரும். அந்த போட்டியில் ஸோ ரேஸ் வச்சோன்னே முயல் என்ன பண்ணோம், ஆமையை வந்து ஒரு லெத்தாஜிக்கை நினச்சி முயல் போய் தூங்கிடும், ஆமை வந்து மெல்ல மெல்ல போய் கோலை ரீச் ஆயிரும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டோரியில் யார் வின் பண்ணுவாங்க, ஆமை வின் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. செகண்ட் ஸ்டோரி ஆர்கனைசேஷன் ஸ்டோரி என்னன்னா முயல் அந்த ஸ்டோரிக்கு வந்து இன்னொரு டைம் ரேஸ் வச்சுக்கலாம் சொல்லிட்டு முயல் முடிச்சிடும். ரேஸ் வச்சோடனே ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக போய் ஆமையை மீட் பண்ணி முயல் வின் பண்ணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மாரல் ஆஃப் த ஸ்டோரிஸ் முயலும் வெல்லும் ஆமையும் வெல்லும், முயலாமை மட்டுமே வெற்றி பெறாது. மாணவர்களை அனைவரும் வாழ்வில் உயர்ந்த வெற்றி பெறுங்கள் என்று கூறிக்கொண்டு விடைபெறுகிறேன்.
Dear participants, dear students, and good afternoon to all. Our principal, ex principal Dr. Vimal Shant sir வந்துட்டு அழகா ஒரு briefing கொடுத்தாரு. We feel proud to say that we are very happy to say that he is our alumnus of Vasavi College in the year 1985. And in the year 2006, got beaten with the same amount of common. PhD, he did in our campus. நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா எக்ஸல் குரூப் ஆஃப் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸில் இவர்கிட்ட 3000 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் படிக்கிறாங்க. அந்த அளவுக்கு வந்துட்டு பார்மா சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, குருவை மிக்க சிஷியர்கள் அப்படின்ட்டு அந்த ரோல் வந்துட்டு விமல் நிசாந்த் சார் எடுத்துக்கலாம். இங்கே உட்கார்ந்துருக்கிற இத்தனை பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸும் ஃபியூச்சரில் எதிர்காலத்தில் இந்த மாதிரி விமல் நிசாந்த் மாதிரி நீங்களும் வரணும்னு எங்களுடைய பிளஸிங்ஸை வந்துட்டு on behalf of all the faculty members we are extending all your greetings. All the best. இப்போ வந்துட்டு this is the first time we are conducting this type of international conference. Amazing response. இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் சக்ஸஸ் ஆனதுக்கு காரணம் அதர் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ்லேருந்து இங்கே வந்து அதோட 4 மணி வரைக்கும் இருந்து இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமை நீங்கள் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக நடத்தி கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க. நாளைக்கு இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் இருக்குது, இருந்தாலும் வந்துட்டு இன்னைக்கு இந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக நடத்தி கொடுத்த அனைத்து பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸுக்கும் we are very grateful to you. சின்ன டேட்டாங்க 18 டிஃபரெண்ட் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸில் இருந்து 182 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்துட்டு இங்கே ஃபிசிக்கலாக வந்திருக்காங்க. அதே மாதிரி ஆன்லைனில் வந்துட்டு we got 110 that is registration. Really convey our gratitude and acknowledgement to your head of the department, your college, those who have permitted you to attend this type of programs. அதே மாதிரி நாளைக்கு உங்களுடைய ப்ரெசன்ஸையும் நீங்கள் இங்கே வரணும் அப்படின்னு அன்பாக கேட்டுக்கிறோம். வாட் ஆர் த டிஃபிகல்ட்டிஸ் ஏதாவது இருந்ததுன்னா நீங்கள் சொன்னீங்கன்னாக்கா நாளைக்கு இன்னும் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். நாங்கள் ஆக்சுவலாக வந்துட்டு ப்ரௌச்சர்ஸ் இதுலேயும் ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் போடுறீங்க, ஆனால் சொல்லாமல் அப்படிங்கிற கான்செப்டில் வந்துட்டு பெஸ்ட் பேப்பர் ப்ரெசன்ட் இட் டஸ் நாட் மீன் தட் மற்றவங்க நல்லா பண்ணலன்னு அர்த்தம் இல்லை. எல்லாருமே ஏன்னா ஒரு கான்ஃபரன்ஸில் வந்து ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் கொடுக்கறது அப்படிங்கிறதுலாம் ஒரு கெத்து வேணும், ஒரு கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ் வேணும். எல்லாருனாலையும் அது செய்ய முடியாது. நிறைய பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் வந்து we got very much interested to show your talent. அதில் தவிர்க்க முடியாமல் ஒரு சில பேராமீட்டர்லாம் வச்சு பெஸ்ட் பேப்பர் ப்ரெசென்டர் அவார்டு வந்துட்டு மொத்தம் இன்னைக்கு நடந்த என்டையர் இதில் வந்துட்டு 9 பேர் வந்து they got selected. Now the in charge will going to announce the particular individuals. So congratulations to each and every one of them.
So the paper presentation under sub-theme creativity and innovation, which is held in the conference hall. There are totally 8 participants, presenters, and in that one is given with the Best Paper Award. The title is Digital Payment System, a Progression in India's Perspective. It is given to Niveda Shenbagam K, Research Scholar, Yale Arts and Science College. Congratulations, ma'am. The Best Paper Appreciation Certificate will be awarded in the valedictory session. Thank you. And the second is about the sub-theme Business Growth and Information Technology, which was conducted in Max Lab A. And the first is taken by Future Technology in Distribution Channels, Kailash G and Dr. NGP Arts and Science College. Please come on the stage. Congratulations, Bob. And the next is about communication tools in business. Dhanuja S, SVC, second BCom, Sri Vasavi College, Erode. And the next is digital marketing, digital product sale. It is T. Nanda, second BCom, Sri Vasavi College, Erode. Another third category sub-theme, business success and sustainability. The first is blockchain with supply chain management. It's Bhumika R, Dr. Bhumika R and Soundarya of Dr. NGP Arts and Science College. And the second is digital marketing. Pavishna K, Kamadena Arts and Science College, Satyamangalam. And digital marketing, Rajadanya V, Kamadena Arts and Science College. To chapter 2, Rajadanya V from Congo Arts and Science College, Erode. And the next two are digital marketing, Arun Dinesh Loganathan R. From Congo Arts and Kamadena Arts and Science College. Another is cyber bullying, R. Akash Kavin Kumar, Excel College of Arts and Science. So, out of 29 participants, totally 8 has been given with the presentation Best Paper Award. Congratulations to all the participants, and you will be given with the appreciation certificate in the valedictory session. And all the participants, some more have given your name for presentation. Being with the time constraint, we have not given you the chance. If it is possible, you can come and present it tomorrow, or else you can show your abstract to the certificate team committee, and you can go. We will give you the presentation certificate. So some have given with the email with the abstract. So those students also can give your abstract, and you can get your certificates as a presenter. Okay. For all others, participation certificate will be given by our college.
Okay, friends. So tomorrow also we are having paper presentation session. So we are expecting much more from your side. So based on tomorrow's performance, again we will have the same process. Today, these 9 excellent performers got the appreciation. Like that, tomorrow also the same process will going to take place. So we expect your very good response. Thank you very much. Once again, on behalf of management, on behalf of Principal in charge Dr. P. Silvarajan sir, and on behalf of each and every one of the faculty members of our Vasavi College, we extend our sincere thanks to all the participants. Thank you very much. Tomorrow again we will meet in the same conference. Thank you, friends. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.